Hey guys, Eugene here from Outdoor Gear. Look at this. We have a green tape lined box. That must be from Russia. You know, it's where the green people, green men are from. And I'm wearing green. We're like color coordinated today. A while back, we bought this sharpening system from TSPROF. Bought it with our own money because we thought it was an awesome sharpener. And we've been using it a lot for all of the knives that need any kind of special sharpening. An amazing device, of which there is a review and an unboxing on my channel already, and the links will be available in the description and also will pop up on the side, so you can check that out. Go to the link there and see this thing. This is the TSPROF K02. Now, it's been a couple of years, I believe, since that video, and Vladimir from TSPROF actually emailed me and said, hey, can we send you the next one, the next sharpener system, and you can check it out and see what you think. And maybe do an unboxing. And I was like, of course. So they sent us this box, and I'm going to unbox it today. I want to see what in the world's going on, how this thing is different from this one, and just show you what's inside. So this is kind of probably a longer video. So I just want to show you exactly what's going on here, what's in here. And please reference this other video of this one, because I really go into detail of how to set all this stuff up and actually sharpen a knife with it. So I don't want to repeat all of that with this one. Okay? Now, the other thing is I'm going to open it up today with this awesome knife. Now, the video is not about this knife, but I just wanted to mention this to you guys. Check this out. Look at this thing. This is a knife that's handmade by a guy in Ukraine. Completely handmade. The whole thing. And his buddy hand makes the sheath. And these will be probably available on our website and on Amazon from us coming up here pretty shortly. So this is a S90V steel, and so very, very high quality steel, and just an amazing quality knife, sharpened to a razor edge. And he tests them with rope and everything. Like, this is as handmade and as awesome as it gets. So I just wanted to show that to you guys. We're going to unbox this box with this thing, but just keep that in mind, and let me know in the comments, by the way, if this thing interests you and if you're interested in purchasing one of these things. So let's open it up. All right. Well, some green tape to get through here. By the way, you can see how this knife slices, just like that. Ooh, man, this is exciting. Oh, wow. Oh, Paul Techman is on here. He must be the guy. So this is, there's a ton of paperwork that came with this stuff. It was ridiculous. Thank you for this is new. TSPROF Sharpening, thank you for having chosen us. Paul Techman, I think that's the designer or somebody. Good knife is a sharp knife. And Romance of Steel. Anyway, there's some information on here, all in English, really well done. You can read that. Check out their website. It'll be in the description. Okay, so this says K02 on here. I wonder if I hope they didn't send me the K02. We'll see. It got a little wet. The English manual. I don't think our other one had a manual like this. This is like an in-depth little manual. Looks like this box got wet somewhere on the way. Probably rained in Russia somewhere. But, haha, look at this thing. Look at this thing right here. Okay, let's open this up. Man, this is fun. I'm going to do this right. Using that knife, look at this thing. It just slices right through the cardboard. Okay. Okay, it says profile, again, like on the other box. I think this box is identical. Again, it says Techno Studio, which is, it says that in Russian right there, Techno Studio. And then Profil says that in Russian as well. Profile. And then this is the checklist of everything included. It looks like they sign off on everything. This was packed on 5/31/2019. Okay, excellent. All right. Ooh, they upgraded on their paper. Last time's paper was like a gray. This is like a recycled paper. Look at that. It has that's high quality stuff. Okay, so this, well, we're gonna need the knife some more. I really don't want to dull it up against a piece of metal though. So this here is the runner that holds the sharpening stone. And now they have a wooden little block on here. They used to have a plastic one. More paper. So they used to have just a plastic one like that. We'll see. More paper. Ooh, okay, this is a little bit better. They actually have this little case that says TSPROF Sharpening. And this case, what does it have? I don't know. Oh, has all the stones in it. And it says TSPROF 600 сделано в России, made in Russia. Techno Studio profile, and then this is the B600. So these must be the 400 grit, 1000 grit, 600 grit, 120 grit, and 220. So they've got all the grits labeled now, which I don't think they. Oh yeah, here they have them labeled on the back. Which here, ooh, this is nicer now. They have it as well, like lasered in, really nicely done. Way better than that one, as well as on here. But that's gonna rub off pretty quick. So, okay, really nice. So this still has 6 slots. We ran out of slots here because we have one on the we have it doubled up, and I think we had one on the outside that we couldn't fit in. Because once you get, this one's extra. See, maybe more slots would be the next step because we have some strops. But anyway, this is a much nicer way to keep these. Nice little pads to protect them. Okay. Man, this is so cool. All right. Something big in here. Well, now let's leave the big one for the last part. Let's go for the small stuff. Man, this paper is super high quality. Like, yeah. Okay, this is, these are the little bits that hold the knife. So these are the double. Has a little desiccator packet in here. Okay, this looks very similar to the one we have. Very similar. Okay, more things. This is the one that we have on right now. This is the double, or sorry, the single bit for the shorter blades. Usually you do the longer blades with this one. That needs more support. This is the single blade. Again, packed really nicely with a desiccator tube so it doesn't, in case it had any moisture, it wouldn't rust away. We haven't had any rust problems with ours. We did use water on the stones. I know some people don't, you can use other things that are like alcohol or, I don't know, or other materials that, other substances that won't allow it to rust, but we haven't had any of that issue with us anyway. Okay, continuing on to the next little box here. Okay, so this is used to, it's a little C-clamp to hold down the base. Now we'll have to take that off. There we go. This holds down the base when we put it down. Okay, and there's a couple. Okay, these are a couple bolts. These little screws. I think these are either replacement or something. We'll see. Oh, I know what this holds. This holds the base to the whole thing. Okay. And then there are some tools and some screws and some feet, as well as little metal shims. I'm not quite sure. I don't recall right off the top of my head what all of those are for. Okay, and then, we have some handles for the box. Now this box, let's see. There's a missing screw here. The screw fell out. I can see it right here. So this box needs a little tender loving care because, I think the screw just came out. We just need to put that back in with the screwdriver. That way it'll hold. This one needs to be tightened up because it wasn't holding together really well. But honestly, we haven't been using the box for ours too much to store it. We've just put it together and store it on the side. You can use the box to store it though. It's a nice box for sure. Okay. Oh. They have another pouch. Oh. Okay. This has some nice hex tools in here. Wow. Okay, I have no idea what this is yet. Oh, I do. I have an idea. It's for all of these. Okay. So they have a really high quality hex set. Like this is, yeah, this is really interesting. I've never seen that. Like the edges on those things are really nice. And I'm sure that they use a really nice steel for this because, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. Like it's kind of springs a little bit. Like you can feel the twist inside of this a little bit to like not overdo it. Man, that's a nice set. Wow. Good job. Okay, and then the last piece we have here is the base. Ooh, the base is... Oh! They screwed the base on. Okay, so the base looks identical to the one we have. Oh, by the way, guys, I can't... You're like... Probably waiting for this piece right here. Yes, must open this up. Ooh. Okay. Okay, that's a little different. Okay, this is where things get a little different than what I have right now. So let's open this up. This is designed differently. This edge here. Okay, we'll check that out in a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh, I see what they're doing here. Yeah, very, very nice. Okay, this thing is the same. This is nice. This is a nice, yeah, this is different right here. This whole thing is completely redesigned as is this. Oh. Yes. Okay, that's so much better. Okay, let me put it together and I'll show you what's going on here, okay? So the base attaches here with these little things. And I want to check if they need a little more. They don't need any washers. Yeah, this just goes right on here. The next thing is this needs to come together like this. Now let me just talk about some other things while I do this because I just wanted to mention how amazing all of this stuff fits together and how nicely it's all made. This all is made in the weapons, one of the weapons capitals of Russia, Ijevsk, Russia. So the guys, I'm assuming either, I don't know this, but might have worked in some factories or something, or they know some of the techniques, or they're just really good machinesmen or machinists, because the stuff that they've made is just so nice. Like the way that slides through there with there's a tiny bit of give on that, but the way everything fits together. The difference on this one is that they've added, by the way, let me also say, this base here is the K03, this base is the K02. This whole box and this whole set is the Outdoorsman kit, okay? These clamps are the K02 clamps, same as we had on this one, but some things are actually changed up pretty significantly. But this is the K03 base. Okay, so back to this. All the little nuts and bolts on here are so nicely milled. Everything grabs really nice and tight. They've added these little springs so that you don't have a hard stop at the end. In case you run up against it, you have these nice little bouncy points like that. And then this adjusts here. You can unscrew this part and move that if you want a big block in here or a smaller one. The ones that they provide don't require that, so let me grab one of those. We're going to use let's put a coarse stone in here. This is the 120. So the way you adjust that, you can put it in here, loosen this up, and you can tighten the spring up a little bit on the back, tighten that up, okay, and then if you need to take it out, you just pull this back and put it back in. And when it's in there, it holds really well, really nice and tight. And then the other detail that's really nice on here is all of these aluminum pieces have been milled and made round, like this block here, a lot more nicely done than on the other one. Just a little bit more blocky, and it looks like this was, their earlier version. So they've perfected a lot of that kind of thing. So what we want to do here is line up these with this so that it's the same angle when you go in like that. Okay. The base here, so this is different on this system. It adjusts really nicely like that, and then there should be a way to secure that, I would assume. Because that would change the angle really easily. This one had it to where you had to loosen the bolt. You loosen this thing, and then you'd put it in, and then this would do the micro adjustments. This guy, so let's see. There. This will do the micro adjustments, and then this would secure it at the spot that you wanted it to stop. Or actually, there we go. This does the micro adjustments, and then this does the really big adjustments on this one. But here we just have one way to adjust it. And I'm a little bit confused about the fact of how you would stop this from falling. But the thing is, I think once you set it to the angle that you want it at, you just don't touch it. And you can see what angle you're at right here the whole time. Okay? Now, the thing that's really important on this system is to set this to 0 when this is flat. And what's really nice is on this one, the K03, this whole base is actually flat to the ground. So that if you're on a flat surface here, if this is on a flat surface, you can set this to be 0 degrees. This one was a lot more complicated because it was tilted slightly up, and you had to line this thing to be slightly up as well. That made it so much more difficult to get the angle perpendicular or parallel to this here for setting the 0. This one, to 0 it, you can just go horizontal. So we're gonna do that with our phone real quick. But before I do that, I'm gonna put on the rest of this. So I showed you how this attaches on here. Really nice system. And then this, the drum inside of here is the same. This thing comes off like that. You don't really need to do anything in there. I'll show you what's in there if you haven't seen my other video. They have this amazing bearing and spring system to turn this and lock it into the horizontal position on either side for flipping the blade to sharpen both sides. And you guys know that when you're sharpening a knife, you need to do both sides equally with all the stones, and it's such a hassle on other systems where you have to flip the knife. Here it's literally a flick of this thing to flip the knife. Just a very unique, special system. So that's on there. Now this here, I'll show you this. Very nice. Like, this is new on here because they have these little rails, and the fit on here is just ridiculous. Like, you have to have it perfectly horizontal. There we go, and it just snaps on there. That's without even me having put the little screws on there. And already, like, the fit on that is just down to the micrometer, because a little bit bigger would be loose, a little bit smaller would not fit on there. And these just screw on so perfectly. Yeah, there we go. So where these tools come in handy is to adjust and grip your knife. So let's see. Nope, it might be this one. Okay, so this is the big one. This is to adjust for the width of the knife stock, and then this is to actually grip it. So you'd loosen these up. We're going to pretend that this is our knife right here. So first you want to make sure that the width back here is the correct thickness for your knife. So I'm gonna tap this in a little bit, or screw it in just a little bit until there we go. It just barely fits. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, so the knife just fits in there. Now I can put this in here. And these little screwdrivers, 2.5 millimeters, they're all labeled. Amazing quality. On the back, triple O-rings, I don't know why. It has a little storage. I'm actually gonna put some spare parts into here that they provide. I'll just put it into 2.5 millimeter. you can put other little things in there, and then that just goes in there like that. Anyway, I'm going to grip the knife on with this. Okay. There we go. So, and that's just such a nice tool to have, man. The ones that come with a cheaper system are these little guys, what are just so much harder to work with. I mean, the fact that you have this handle and you can just so precisely tighten that, and you can feel all of it in your hand. Nice. So you can see how securely that is in there, not going anywhere. And then when you've zeroed this and you're sharpening it, you know, you're done with one side, you flip it, you're on the other side. You flip it, you're on the other side. Okay. And then just a little detail as well. If you're putting a really nice knife with any coating or a polished knife, like if I was putting this knife in here, I'd want to put some paper, wax paper or something on the knife before I put it in, because this is going to scratch it up. This is a really hardened like spring kind of steel. So you would not want to put that on a knife that's any softer, because that would mess it up. Okay, and the final thing to do before you can get on your sharpening is you want to make sure that this is zeroed. So just eyeballing it right now, I'm going to kind of put it at horizontal, roughly, and actually that is already at 0. So I do not need to adjust that, I don't think. Yeah, that's right at about horizontal, and that thing's pointing to 0. So the way to adjust that is you can loosen the little screw right here, and you can move the arrow to 0 as you need. So you want to make sure that when we're horizontal here, right, with the knife, we're at 0, and then the angle from the tip going up will start to be indicated by this as you go down. So like this would be a 10 degree sharpening. You know, this would be more like an axe, like a 20, 25 would be a lot more sharp. And then you can elevate this if it's not enough as needed. So this would be like a 25 degree angle right now at the bit, given that that's 0. Okay. There we go, guys. Oh, and yeah, the clamp is also made by TSPROF. Everything's made by them. That would hold the base if needed. So there it is, guys. There it is put together. This is for a longer knife, you know, for a longer knife blade, or if you're sharpening something like a maybe like a cutter, like a book cutter blade or something that's really long. You can do that like this. And the beauty of this again is that when you're sharpening it, even out here, it's still at the correct angle, because this thing rotates. It doesn't swing. It rotates like this, and it keeps that exact angle all the way throughout the whole blade. So there it is, put together. The upgraded TSPROF sharpening system, the K03 base, and some of the K03 clamps that are also K03 base and K02 clamps that have been updated with this nice rail system to snap into this and just to be a lot more secure and snug than the previous version. So awesome, very nice job by TSPROF. If you guys have questions about it, please leave it. If you have any questions about this, please leave it down. Leave the questions down in the comment section. Check the description for any links or any updates on this thing, and be sure to check out the other video that has a little bit more detail on me actually using it to sharpen a knife. And there's a lot of videos out there, but you can watch mine if you're interested in that. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to Vladimir for sending this thing over, and we'll be definitely using it in our shop here. And thank you guys a lot. Don't forget to praise God for everything He gives you and for everything He does for us on this planet. And we will see you guys in the next video. It's been Eugene from Review Outdoor Gear. Bye-bye.